Yes, sir. It's time to get back to business. Yeah. Yeah. Welcome to the Doja Room. All my hippies, stoners, hip hop enthusiasts. This is part 2. Tune into the Doja Room on all platforms. We got to get into it, cause she's getting a little crazy. Now listen, it's been a crazy weekend. Today's Monday. It's the 7th, and the dust has settled a little bit. We actually had a little bit of time to process our thoughts for the last, I would say, maybe at least 24 hours almost. And it's a lot of slander. It's a lot of crazy shit going on right now. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. It's a lot of crazy shit going on, and let me just say that when I start where I'm gonna start, I'm coming from a completely unbiased opinion, but first and foremost, once again, please check out the Doja Room on all platforms. Follow your boy Dope Boy Diesel on all platforms. Get into it. We got the music, we got the shows, and we're gonna have much more for y'all. So yeah, but I wanna get right into it. This is part 2. Kendrick Lamar versus Drake. We in the Doja Room with it, and it's been an interesting day. I've been sitting back. I've been just listening to a lot of opinions, listening to a lot of takes, doing a lot of research. Some things came across my desk and went, and I don't like what's going on right now. Now, yesterday I was in a different state of mind. It was a frenzy. A lot was going on. Drake dropped again. And I can say, after sitting on it for a little bit, a lot of people, I'll say on Kendrick's side, West Coast niggas, shit like that, it seems like they want to take this shit as this nigga Drake waving a white flag, this nigga bowing out. Then we have, the people who are in kind of like in the middle, who feel like maybe Drake should have came harder. The Joe Buttons of the world, shit like that. Maybe niggas feel like this shit is exhausted. This shit is drawn out a little bit. Even Drake he kind of sound like he's exhausted a little bit on the record. You know what I'm saying? Like this shouldn't even be the direction of where the beef is going. But I gotta say, calling it fairly, just how niggas didn't really like Tailor Made and shit like that, not like us, it gotta go. That has to fly. That has to be okay. You know what I'm saying? This beef is what it is. Hip hop is gonna be what it is. and I already seen the gloves was coming off a long time ago. So niggas been prepared for this. We've been prepared for this. So going into today and just, like I said, letting the dust clear a little bit. I don't really like the narrative, you know what I mean? Like I said, a lot of the West Coast niggas want to call this shit for Kendrick, and it's seeming like niggas want to lay this shit to rest now while Kendrick has the momentum, while he's flooding with these tracks, not knowing how many of these tracks were pre-prepared and ready, and you know what I mean, whatever the case may be. Because I do have a little bit of theory that Not Like Us might have been, you know, just sitting in the tuck for a minute. But who knows? You know what I'm saying? But I feel like maybe that shit might have been sitting in the tuck for a minute, and he was just waiting to drop some shit like that. I don't feel like that was some like just some quickly thrown together shit like niggas is making it seem like. But nonetheless, that record still goes just because, like I said, we got Tailor Made, and I think Tailor Made is a dope ass record. It's creative. I do feel like, as far as, you know, records go, it's the better record when it comes to a lot of the shit that we've heard, because it's not Drake just I'm gonna just say some random bullshit about you. And it kind of seems like Drake is only taking this angle, this more aggressive, or I'm gonna just be throwing some facts out here too, is because I guess Kendrick is kind of taking this angle, and he's trying to keep up with it. Whether that's the smart thing to do, or was it, if it was the right thing to do or not, only time will tell. But you know, it's the narrative now. Like I said, now that the dust is settled, it's getting kind of crazy. You got people saying that, you know, this shit is over. Drake is waving a white flag. That the shit was trash, or who mentioned a Millie Bobby Brown. A lot of disingenuous takes going on from the Kendrick side, and I had a little tweet. I actually had a tweet that just basically kind of touched on this, and this is why I said, like, I try to be as unbiased as I can. You know what I'm saying? Nigga took it here and said, "Yo, if y'all say this new Kendrick diss track is fire, I'm done." Now I think this is obviously around the I believe that May 4th, was that like 3 days ago? It's probably like Euphoria 616, some shit like that. But at the end of the day, I don't give a fuck what record it was, because everything was fire. Everything I've been listening to as a hip hop fan has been fire. So I said, like, look, yo, I'm rooting for Drake, but we gotta stop this. Like, this shit is getting a little crazy. We can't just keep on saying little dumb shit like this, because when it comes to us saying what we need to and pleading our case, niggas ain't gonna take this shit as serious. So you got me. I'm like, yo, bro, we gotta stop this. Like, I'm rooting for my nigga Drake, but we gotta stop the cap. And now I want to say the same thing on the Kendrick side, because it's starting to get crazy now that the pendulum has swung a little bit. It's starting to get crazy, the shit that I'm hearing. So I want to open up with this one right here, and I'm gonna let homie speak, and we gonna touch in on this. But let's listen to this shit real quick.
Look, Kendrick fans, we need to have a serious talk, and I'm one of you, but fabricating stories on the family front because you heard Mr. Morale is not a valid defense or pre-defense to being accused of hitting your wife. Imagine I tell a judge, hey, the prosecutor's gonna lie about me, and then the prosecutor's like, yo, this dude just like robbed a church, blah, 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 and I'm like, oh, see, told you so. The whole I can predict your angle thing and I don't have to respond because I predicted your angle thing should only apply to like the kid not being his. Like frivolous drama that doesn't matter, but if he's laying hands on his wife, I think it's not crazy to expect a, hey guys, I didn't hit my wife out of Kendrick. Yes, he calls Drake a liar, okay, but that's not enough. You need to
Now, let me just stop it right there. This is one of the things that I was touching on that I found like I don't know if I mentioned it yesterday, but I guess Drake felt like that fact alone would hold way more weight with people. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I feel like he thought that fact would hit way harder. It would land way hard, and it for some reason, even me, I'm thinking the same thing because I'm sitting here like, nigga, did the niggas not hear the same shit that I heard? Like, how is it that this nigga can say, oh, this nigga's a pedophile, this nigga does this nigga has a daughter, this nigga has whatever, and like homie said, the only thing this nigga says, well, I predict your angle, I can predict your angle, and niggas don't really bat an eye. But 2 tracks now, we've had this nigga say, look, this, that, the third. And it's just really like, well, nobody's really holding this nigga's foot to the fire when it comes to these facts. Nobody's really bringing this up and saying and having this conversation. I've even been in the shade room comments. And it's like, nobody's talking about this? More and more, it makes me think that it's more of a we hate Drake thing. Because I'm like, wait, the we hate any nigga that dare looks at a woman wrong crowd, like that crowd is not talking about this man hitting his wife. What is this? It makes me think like, wait, what is this really about? What is this really about? If we're gonna really lay out all the facts and look at all the shit and be objective, what is this really about if we're not talking about this? If this is not even a discussion, if this is not even something that's being addressed at all. Because at the end of the day, I mean, the Heart Part 6 addresses all of this shit that Kendrick is going crazy for. He addressed the daughter shit. He addressed the him being a snitch shit. Kendrick hasn't really addressed shit. He hasn't really addressed nothing. So, but let's let him keep spinning.
address the issue. Y'all are not consistent because you understand Drake did the same thing, right? Drake was like, yeah, you're probably going to bring up me and underage girls at some point. And when Kendrick did, you see anybody be like, oh man, Drake just predicted his move, man. Let's go. When Kendrick said this right here, he was lying to all of our faces because you guys definitely are. What would you guys have said if Drake merely just said, yeah, guys, Kendrick's lying, and then moved on with the diss? And that's why I don't understand this narrative about the Heart Part 6. They're like, oh, he's playing defense. He's just denying things. If you get accused of a crime, you should deny it, especially when it's one of the most heinous things you can do. I get canceled on here all the time. And there was a point in time when people were saying I was advocating for abuse. And did I think that allegation was ridiculous? Absolutely. But you know what I still had to do? Deny it. And the whole Drake not having a daughter thing just means nothing to you guys. You guys are like, oh, can he prove he fed the information? He shouldn't have to. The proof is that he doesn't have the daughter. The burden of proof should be on the person who accused him of having said daughter. How do you think Kendrick let that angle go and not like us? People are like, oh, why would Drake feed him information anyways? What that does is it shows that Kendrick merely can just hear something from somebody and he's not going to do any due diligence and he's just going to say it out loud. So trying to discredit everything else Kendrick is saying. Now, mind you, I believe Kendrick for the most part, but he objectively got caught being loud and wrong. Why can't we acknowledge that? And when it comes to Drake's lyrics, you act like you were born yesterday. You're like, oh, Millie Bobby Brown? Why would he bring her up? Kendrick specifically never said her name. And
this is another point that I was bringing up. What I'm trying to figure out is when it comes down to y'all Kendrick fans, and this is all you seen repeated on Twitter yesterday. Oh, Drake, Kendrick never brought up Millie Bobby Brown. Kendrick never mentioned Epstein. But number one, I'm trying to figure out how the hip hop purist and enthusiast, not my niggas, of course, but I'm trying to figure out how the purists and the old heads and all of these motherfuckers don't know how to break down bars now, that they can't understand bars, can't understand niggas rapping now. It's like, are we going to let niggas rap, or are we going to sit here and play this game? Are we going to listen to bars? Are we going to really break this shit down and really respect it, because at the end of the day, it's not like this woman or girl, I don't even know how to go. She's probably a woman at this point. It's not like this girl hasn't been brought up and used and propped up as an example time and time again to say, oh, hey, yeah, look at this. She's over here talking about, she's texting Drake. So, of course, this nigga is going to say that. But the nigga mentioned your wife and still managed to deny it in a clever way. So, it's crazy how niggas can just brush that off and be like, oh, this shit is weak and da 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 and whatever. It's crazy to me, but let's continue.
No one ever talks about her, so why would he bring her up? Drake merely references something. You're like, oh, why didn't he spell it out to us? When he spells it out to you, you're like, see, his lyricism is so much more simpler than Kendrick. Or you just accuse him of lying. If I was Drake right now, I would be so frustrated with how the court of public opinion is doing this. Here is exactly why society will never succeed.
And this is, once again, this is something I've also said, like, more and more, I'm starting to realize that, like, this is almost an unwinnable situation for Drake. Let me pull up to here. The homie, go next door. I should have known Drake had no chance to win this shit when fans were saying Kendrick was winning by staying silent, which they were. But I mean, it goes a little bit deeper than that. It's starting to seem like no matter what angle he takes, no matter how he gets the upper hand or what he presents or what he says, it's always going to be some type of cop out. Nobody is worried about this nigga Kendrick Lamar putting his hands on his wife. Nobody is worried about none of this. Nobody that she hasn't, like, denied any allegations of the sort already or anything like that. Kendrick hasn't really answered for anything on his end of shit. And this is why I kind of gave a little bit more of an edge to Drake, because it's like, as far as the shit that came across my desk, it's damning. I showed you niggas the tweet on the last show. I don't know too many situations where my homie is over here putting heart eyes under my girl's photos and I'm not either dead or in jail. Okay? I don't know too many situations where it's just cool like that, or I don't know, maybe this nigga has a different type of way that he gets down, or maybe it's all love over there, but that doesn't look good. Regardless, you can be one of them niggas who'd be like, oh, it's weird that this one don't follow that one, and they don't even, nigga, it's weird. It don't matter what type of way you try to flip it. It's weird that the nigga doesn't follow his own wife, or his wife doesn't follow him. However the fuck you want to flip it, it's weird. You can act like niggas is so, this, that, the third. These niggas use social media. If they go as far as to use social media and be on social media and post pictures in social media and open themselves up to Instagram and other social media platforms, we're not going to sit here and then try to play this game and act like, oh, we don't even be on here. This nigga doesn't even be that. He's a nigga who be in the mountains meditating in the woods somewhere. Like, no, the nigga uses social media. So we can't sit here and try to play both sides with this shit. And I see a lot of niggas playing dumb when it comes down to Drake defending himself. Not only is the nigga defending himself versus mad niggas, and niggas can sit here and say, oh, well, y'all need to just focus on just Kendrick. He needs to focus on just Kendrick, which I also feel like that. I said it in the last show. But at the same time, we can't dictate how this nigga is going to defend himself when it's not like we're only just paying attention to just Kendrick and Drake. Because y'all niggas is reposting and putting out what Metro is saying. Y'all reposting and putting out what Ross is saying. Y'all reposting and putting out what all of these motherfuckers have to say, who are not just commentating, but actively beefing, putting out memes, making beats, all type of shit. So at the end of the day, I'm not here to sit here and try to police how this nigga Drake feels like he needs to defend himself. So let's get back to the end of this real quick.
Because anytime there are two opposing sides against each other, all nuance is lost. I remember at the beginning we were like, oh, let's go, we're gonna get so much good music, and now people are picking teams and just refusing to acknowledge the other side. Trust me, I understand. I know there are annoying Drake stands out there, okay, but these Kendrick fans are becoming like the new J. Cole fans. Becoming so hard to root for Kendrick, knowing that his fans are like this, knowing that I can't say I like a Drake song without being a Drake meat rider somehow. Telling me I'm switching sides, like, bro, I don't care. I like the songs. When I make a video, you will deliberately misinterpret what I'm saying and somehow act like you're the smart one. I'm not gonna lie, I think Drake fans are smarter than you at this point. One thing to say Drake's not winning the beef because he's not, okay? But you guys are ruining the beef. All right, like the way you're going about it is so intellectually dishonest. Oh my gosh, mule shame. You're ruining the beef, okay? It's already know some people are gonna be like, oh, you're not a real K Dot fan. You're too zesty. You like Drake. You're a drizzy meat rider. Y'all think you're smart because you listen to Kendrick when you understand that you not being able to understand nuance or see any fault in Kendrick makes you like way less intelligent than the average Drake fan, to be honest with you. Like it's funny because Kendrick himself acknowledges his faults. Like, listen to Mr. Morale. He's like, man, you know, I'm not perfect. I have flaws. And you guys are like, no, no, you're my savior. Yes, you're perfect. Look, Kendrick,
So yeah, I mean, I, I mean, I almost couldn't have said it better myself, but it's just like, nah, that's just the gist of, and the basically the best way to sum up what the fuck I've been seeing all day. You got a lot of people, like I said, I feel like motherfuckers want to call this shit in favor of Kendrick because the momentum is on his side. In my eyes, I feel like all of these records that came out, this is only the first round. To be honest, this is only the first round. Niggas is only just getting started. So I don't want to sit here and act like this shit is over because I know how Drake gets down. I'll probably beef with you niggas till I'm 75. You know what I'm saying? Like that, I know to a certain extent he's never gonna let this shit go, and I know I want him to keep on bombing and dropping. Maybe he needs to sit down though, and the more and more I see takes and shit like this, maybe he needs to, because the internet is in a frenzy. This shit is crazy. Nobody has time to digest this music, and at the same time, it's going to Kendrick's advantage just because the way he's attacking. Even if you sit here and listen to Family Matters, a masterful record, a great record, so much jewels and gems that people missed just because Kendrick swooped in and hit niggas with a whole bunch of shit that's not even true. But the only thing that we remember that night is, oh shit, this nigga said that this nigga had a baby, this nigga had a child. And no matter how great the diss might have been, it still feels like that's what overshadowed the moment. And had we not gotten Meet the Grams at the same, damn near the same fucking time as Family Matters, I feel like we would be looking at that record a whole different way. And it might have been a misstep and something that Drake didn't anticipate. And this might be why I gotta say that he might be down. Kendrick might have the upper hand on him with that, because that took a lot of momentum from him. That took a lot of momentum from everything that he was trying to do. And regardless of it being a good track, it fueled the other side to be like, okay, yeah, these niggas hit him. And at the same time, and I gotta be fair because a lot of motherfuckers can want to just dismiss it because a lot of this shit wasn't true, but we gotta appreciate the art at the same time. We gotta appreciate him going and telling this story and painting this picture. Because regardless of if the information is real or not, the nigga knows how to put a story together, a masterful display of words. And that part of the record we have to respect, if nothing else. I don't want to just talk about the angles and the lies and the shit like that. We have to, at the same time, respect the niggas who's rapping. And when it comes down to just rapping right now, truth or no truth, Kendrick is going crazy. But at the same time, I feel like with us having the Heart Part 6, that we're more evenly matched now. Kendrick might be out barring Drake right now, but Drake is, as far as the truth goes, as far as him standing on business and going against Kendrick and all of these other niggas, he's doing what he's supposed to do. He's doing what he's supposed to do. Now, I feel like he's going to take his time. He's going to take more time and figure out how he's going to attack Kendrick next. And he needs this time. And this is why I'm not calling it yet. And a lot of motherfuckers are. I know this is the recap, but honestly, this only feels like the recap of the first round. We got so many rapid fire songs in a short amount of time in a weekend that I'm not about to sit here and call this. But I know Drake is, just from Taylor Made, I can tell that he can hit this shit from, a couple different angles. He can really attack this shit from some unexpected ways that we're not expecting. And this is why I say Taylor Made is great and why we can't just sit here and dismiss everything, because when Drake is creative and he's like, okay, let me take this angle, niggas dismiss it. When he's rapping, niggas dismiss it. So it's like, it doesn't matter what he does, and niggas are being real disingenuous. Like I said, Kendrick fans claim to be the purest of rap and the niggas who are so smart and so this and so that. I'm gonna need y'all to prove it, because we gotta be honest. When we hearing bars, we can't be over here talking dumb shit like who mentioned Billy Bobby Brown. Like fuck are we talking about? Like what are we really talking about? What are we really here for? If y'all niggas is about to play this game. And the same goes for the Drake side too. But at the same time, like I said, I've seen more concrete evidence from the Drake side of shit. And this is why I also give him that edge too, because when it comes down to these little weird clues that I'm finding that keep coming across my desk, Metro, you too, nigga. Oh man, can I? Let me just, because I really just want to know, like. I really just want to know, like, just one thing. But let me see how I just get this shit emailed to your boy. Just email this shit to myself, because y'all got to see this. And I want this to still get out there regardless. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of niggas try to step on your shine, but it can't happen every time. You know what I'm saying? So let me just throw this over here, because we're going to get to Metro. Let me just, yeah. Damn. Okay, I might be bugging out a little bit. And I just want to pull this up because, like, it's just crazy how, you know what I'm saying, like, niggas can just be attacking this nigga on all fronts. Niggas can be over here tweeting and just saying all this crazy shit, like. But I'm not gonna hold you. I'm gonna stand on business when it come to mine. Now hold on, I'm just trying to figure out how I get this. Shit is always hating on me. Why? Okay, I know how to do it. Because they're gonna hate on it. They're gonna hate on you, boy, regardless. So let me just, you know what I mean? Damn. Metro. Let me holler at you real quick. Let me holler at you real quick, Metro. Cause you's a bitch. I'm not gonna lie. You are a bitch. You are a hoe. And personally, niggas would slap the shit out you. Nigga, we got pictures of your girl posting Drake. We got pictures of your girl still following Drake. And it's crazy that niggas be getting in their feelings. Nigga, shut your stupid ass up and make some drums, nigga, like niggas said, bro. Stay in your lane. We don't want to hear none of this bullshit from you going on 5 a.m. rants and shit. All this dumb shit. You talking shit, nigga, when niggas can pull out books. Tweets on tweets on tweets, nigga. Books of you glazing Drake, nigga. Sucking this nigga off. You's a bitch, nigga. I'ma just be honest with you, like if we really get like, bro, Metro, Metro, like, bro, if we really get into it, bro, like, if we really get into it, you really been glazing Drake for a long ass time. You really been glazing this nigga Drake for a very long time, nigga. And it be giving some type of shit where it almost seems like you want to be this nigga. So I'm trying to figure out why you be so upset when you be just glazing shit. Like, I don't get it. You know, now you calling niggas pedos and you doing all of this extra shit. You saying all of this weird shit. But it's like, bro, like, first of all, you're not even like that. You're on the sidelines. You playing the sidelines. And this is why I said, I'm not gonna hold you. Like, the way you was talking, bro, I would have smacked the shit out of you. I would personally should smack the shit out of you, but you don't seem like a tough nigga, Metro. Most of you producer niggas, y'all not really tough niggas like that. Y'all usually are not. So it's like, bro, I don't get the little angle you be trying to take when there's just mad different like tweets and different weird shit of you just glazing this nigga Drake. So, I mean, really, I mean, I don't know. I forgot this nigga scrubbed the internet clean. Of him sucking Drake's dick on a daily basis. But, you know what I'm saying? The evidence is there. Shit is there, clear for everybody to see, clear as day. But, like I said, just getting back to the real topic at hand. I don't like what's going on in the court of public opinion. I don't. Shit is looking spooky. And not to say that it's looking spooky necessarily for Drake, but he needs to go ahead and take this time and, you know, just really scope this shit out. Because it really be, I don't know, it really be kind of weird when it seems like this shit ain't getting its fair shake. So, and then a lot of the times in this shit, even for today, it kind of felt like, you know, these niggas were playing with different rules. These niggas were being judged different. You know what I'm saying? This wasn't an even. And I'm not trying to cop no pleas. I'm not trying to, you know what I'm saying? But at this point, after Heart Part 6 drop, okay, now it's like, yeah, now shit is getting a little, you feel me? It's like now shit is getting a little weird. So I just want niggas to just call this shit down the middle, and we'll be straight. Like, you know what I'm saying? Just call this shit that down the middle how you see it. But as far as shit goes, you know what I mean? I hold it. As far as shit goes, no, this is crazy. I'm not gonna lie. So only imagine if this is true. Now we can go down rabbit holes and shit like that, but Drake's goddaughter Lele Murray was asked about the significance, and I seen this earlier, behind the bra hanging in Drake's Family Matters video. She responds with an emoji of a covered mouth and a receipt. What do y'all think this means? And she only just put the little snippet in there saying, my nigga is already done. I don't know what that means. We don't know what that means. That's crazy though. Like that might be too much. Which I don't know what y'all think, but that sounds like it's a little too much. It sounds like it's a bit much. We going crazy. You know what I'm saying? We going crazy. Y'all going a little crazy. I don't know. You know what I mean? I don't know about that one. But as far as reaction goes, as far as the first impression goes, you know what I'm saying, when it came down to it and it comes down to this beef, I think Kendrick knows how to capture and put a lot of shock and wow into shit. And I don't think Drake anticipated a lot of the reaction from the masses, from the people. I didn't think he anticipated this much coping, this much, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think he expected all of this, just to be honest. I don't expect him, I don't think he expected people to ignore so much of what he was saying, so much that he's been putting out. I don't think he expected that shit to just be dismissed like that. So, is he fighting an uphill battle? It feels like it, yes. That's why he needs to take a week or two off, really analyze this, like I said, and really dissect this nigga. We need timestamp Drake, like I said last show, and we can get that, and he still hasn't even arrived. So, y'all niggas just sitting here calling out lies about each other. There's so many different ways and creative ways to play this shit. There's so many ways that we haven't seen beef go. There's so many different creative things, like with the AI, with tailor-made, like, that we haven't seen utilized to where it's like, okay, we can see some shit we've never seen before, like that. We can get some shit we haven't gotten before, and that we might never see again. And it's worth going these other routes and exploring these other routes to seeing how can I attack this nigga, how can I break this nigga down, other than just putting out some blatant lies, just saying random shit. And like homie mentioned, it's coming off a lot like this nigga Kendrick is just snatching hold of whatever he hears, whatever comes across his desk. You know what I'm saying? I don't even display on the Doja Room everything that comes across my desk. I just get things and I wait to see what's true and what's not true. And I got my receipts when I need when I need to have it. But even still, like, we got to take our time with this. Drake needs to take his time with this. I feel like this these last couple of weeks have been a nice first round in my book. I feel like all the tracks that we've gotten, this has only been the first round, and there's plenty more that we can get. There's plenty more that we can look forward to. And is this the end by any means? Fuck no. I don't think Drake is going to let it go out like this. Of course, he would never let it go out like this. But at the same time, too, like I said, I think he's a little bit gassed. Just a bit. You know what I'm saying? He probably just got to, you know what I'm saying, sit in the corner for a little bit. Holla at the coach, you know what I'm saying? Re-strategize. And get up and get ready for round 2. You know what I'm saying? He might be down a point in round 1. But, you know what I'm saying? You can clear this nigga on these next couple of rounds. But at the same time, this nigga's getting ready to drop an album. He's in album mode. He's using this shit as a rollout. And so, like I said, it's still going to be an uphill battle because right now I feel like this nigga Drake can somehow, if he's smart about it, attack his rollout. Fuck it up. Figure out ways to make sure nothing, as far as this album goes, I would be making sure nothing goes as planned. I would be making sure that any promotion, any deal, a billboard in Times Square, if this nigga gets a billboard in Times Square, I'm getting 5 surrounding his shit. Articles of him supposedly beating his wife or whatever the case may be. I'm buying 5 billboards just to surround that one. He goes to the radio station to do this, that, and the third. I'm going to make sure some of my top fans, or I'm going to make sure that something, some way to intercept every fucking play. We got to really play chess. We got to really dive outside. And Kendrick is not one to be doing interviews and shit like that, but I'm just throwing some examples out there. We got to get creative with this shit. We got to step on this. I would be trying to step on his entire rollout, which this may just be the rollout, but either way, I'm pretty sure Drake has more information than me when it comes down to this nigga's rollout. So I would be using that to my advantage right now, doing whatever I have to do to go ahead and let's get into it. You know what I'm saying? So hopefully that's what this nigga is doing. He's sitting back. He's calculating. He's seeing if Kendrick drops. Right now, we haven't had a response to the Heart Part 6. It seems like Kendrick on his end is just, I don't really know what Kendrick is doing. At this point, he might feel like, well, you know what, I'm up. I won. Because a lot of the niggas on the West Coast and on his side is saying like, well, shit, this nigga Kendrick won. This shit is done. We don't got shit else to talk about. And like I said, I beg to differ. I feel like we got a lot more to come from Drake. Kendrick has already stated that he can go take this shit further, which is exciting at the same time. But on the fan front, let's call this shit fair. Let's call this shit down the middle, because y'all niggas is making this shit whack. Like, y'all niggas is making this shit not even be fun no more, because it's just like, damn, like, are we really about to sit here and act like we're not getting great music? Are we really going to sit here and act like, but none of this shit is landing. None of this shit really feels like it's, and none of this shit is really hitting like that, or whatever the case may be. It's like, nigga, y'all niggas is bugging. I don't know what y'all niggas was listening to, but I know what I was listening to, and it wasn't that. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. But real quick before we close out on the night, and close out on part 2, because this is definitely going to be a ongoing discussion. But damn, let's just get to this real quick, cause sheesh. congratulations is in order now. Y'all know we big Lakers fans over here, but my boy Anthony Edwards and the Minnesota motherfucking Timberwolves. How much points this nigga had? 27 points tonight. Carl Anthony Towns another 27 points. Fucking Jokic up. Yo, hats off to these boys. Up 2-0 on these bitch ass niggas. I hope y'all get a sweep. I hope y'all spank that ass as y'all should. Y'all deserve this shit. Congratulations is in order for y'all niggas. Go Lakers. But yeah, tonight we rooting for these motherfucking Wolves. We pouring up for them. Hats off. Y'all did what y'all supposed to do. Hope y'all niggas take these next 2 games home. And yeah, I mean, put these niggas in a fucking coffin. I'm just being honest. Put these niggas in a fucking coffin. Cause this nigga Jokic, he gives me that Kendrick energy. A lot of y'all niggas suck this nigga's dick. And we gotta calm down. You know what I mean? We just gotta calm down a little bit. So, congratulations is in order. My boy Anthony Edwards, again, he been killing these niggas. He been killing these niggas. I ain't even watched the game because, you know what I'm saying, I've been sitting here in the Doja Room with you niggas. But, yeah, this just in. But, this is part 2. I'm going to really be sitting down and breaking this shit down some more. And, you know, really just seeing how this shit goes with the dust settling a little bit. We got, like I said, a lot of great music so far. We're going to see what else comes out of it. And we're going to take it from there. Regardless, it's been a great weekend. It's been a popping weekend to be a hip hop fan. As long as you're not over here, if you're an objective and neutral hip hop fan, it's been a great weekend for you. If you're more of a Drake fan, I'm not gonna lie, I'm objective, but it's been a tough weekend. It's been kind of a tough weekend as a Drake fan, but because I'm even seeing some Drake fans already, you know, copping pleas. Like, well, what y'all niggas copping pleas for? Like, fuck all that. Like, relax. Like, you know what I'm saying? This shit is not over. This shit is not over. Drake family, OVO family. This shit ain't over. Like, calm down. Let the dust settle a little bit. Let these niggas get their story straight and start to realize how dumb they sound. And then we're gonna start getting more and more think pieces like this. More and more people analyzing the shit like this. Like us, if you here in the Doja Room, thinking like how we think. You're gonna get a little bit more of that. And you know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, we gonna call bullshit. We gonna sit down and really be like, well, let me. We might gotta hold it. We might have to run this back. We might have to reanalyze this shit. We might have to rethink about this shit. So, and as we know, the beef ain't never just called verbatim right there. So we're gonna take our time. We're gonna break this shit down. We're gonna come back again tomorrow night. And we're going to see where the game stands then. And break this shit down some more. New topics, new shit coming. Oh man, it's been a great time. So hopefully we get more of this in the next coming weeks. But I don't know. I've been burnt out. I'm not going to lie. I had to sit here and listen to a Giveon album a little bit. Because I've been hip hop the fuck out. Just a little bit. So I can only imagine how this nigga Drake is feeling. Kendrick feels like he sniffed the line. He sounds like he sniffed the line, and you know, just a little bit. Like he's ready to fuck. He's on go. He's on demon time. He's on some other shit. Drake sounds like he has been sitting here touring all of this time, and at this point, he's starting to roll his eyes when he has to go back in the booth. That's what this last track kind of sounds like. So let's take a good week or two off, my boy Drizzy, and see where this goes. But it's your boy Dope Boy Diesel. You know what I'm saying? We're in the Doja Room once again. I hope y'all been lighting up. You know what I'm saying? Getting some smoke in your system. getting real right while you listen to this. It's just a breakdown. It's just me giving my thoughts on the state of things, a little state of the culture. And yeah, this has been a time to be alive, truly. So I hope y'all keep on coming back, fucking with me, getting these good vibes and breaking down this music content. And if you want to be featured on the Doja Room, always reach out to your boy. Of course, as I said last time, you can follow your boy. Best way to follow to reach out to your boy, hit me up on Twitter, Dope Boy Diesel, all one word. And you know what I'm saying, reach out to me if you want to hop in and get on the show, say a little something to me. I'm here. Let's debate, let's discuss, let's talk about it, let's chop it up, and we can get into these topics. And obviously we talk a little bit about everything. So yeah, there's a lot going on, but I'm not gonna lie, this beef has absorbed my life. I don't want to hear shit else from nobody. Four Bats, Meek Mill, and before I go, cause the nigga Meek, this nigga Meek, you was on some bullshit trying to delete my likes and shit like that. I see what you try to do. We got the screenshots of that too. You know what I'm saying? I already ratioed you. I know I'm already up to like 5K likes, but you had to stop this, because let me just say this, my nigga, we don't want to hear you say shit, nigga. We don't want to hear you talk while this shit is going down. If you not talking about this beef and have a commentary, and this just goes to all the rappers, everybody's just sitting here not saying shit properly, besides this nigga, and just over here talking about some like, oh, all my whips in the trenches for prom, or whatever the fuck this nigga is talking about. Nobody gives a fuck. I don't even know how to read this shit. This nigga is illiterate anyways. I don't even give a fuck. I'm illiterate reading this shit. I don't know. Nigga, shut the fuck up while hip hop is going on. Shut up. We don't want to hear this. We don't want to hear this, Meek. We don't want to hear it. Four Bats, drop your shit sometime. See, now, this is the time to be dropping your shit. The dust is settling a little bit. Shit is calming down a little bit. Niggas is already trying to play and fake call a winner. You can drop your shit now. This weekend wasn't the time to be dropping your shit. While are you good, nigga? We don't give a fuck about you that much, nigga. You thought that because you just came through and niggas was curious about your voice for a little bit, that you was about to just take over a whole Kendrick and Drake beef, nigga? You thought you was about to distract us from that? Nigga, sit your ass down in the corner somewhere. This is not time for you. It's not. You need to go somewhere else with that. I'm sorry, I'm not listening to none of that shit right now. Well, maybe now that the weekend is over. But whenever you was saying that bullshit, yo, Kendrick, please, can you please chill? I just dropped the tape. Bro. Hold on, let me. Nigga said some crazy shit. Like, nigga said, no, that's not even it. I'm dead. It's looking like he done went on Aiden Ross stream and shit. It's looking like, I'm not gonna lie, it's looking like this shit is getting some good reception, and that's cool. Niggas is tuning in on your shit a little bit. Like, niggas is over here, like, you know what I'm saying? They showing your shit love. Oh, okay, maybe not. Four Bats album is really bad. Stop letting these uninspired R&B niggas fool y'all. If no one listened to Four Bats EP, you should make time for it today. Boy went off. Okay. I haven't listened to it yet. Maybe we'll listen to it here. You know what I'm saying? Maybe not. Maybe we'll listen to that shit tomorrow. So, but this is the tweet that I was referring to. Nigga said, yo, Kendrick Lamar, I just dropped my tape. My nigga, can I get 24 hours at least? Fuck no, nigga. Fuck wrong with you? We not here to like the fuck. We ain't alive to listen to you, nigga. We alive to listen to Kendrick and Drake beef. That's what we are alive for, nigga. We don't give a fuck about none of that shit. I know you joking and shit like that, but respectfully, nigga, we don't give a fuck about none of that shit. Not this weekend while all this shit was going down. You nigga, you must have lost your fucking mind. This nigga, who the fuck did you think you were? Is the real question. That who the fuck did you think you were? I'm just being honest. Like, who the fuck did you think you were to think that you was about to drop your album, your tape, whatever the fuck, in the middle of a Kendrick Lamar and Drake beef? Who the fuck do you think you are, Four Bets? You're not that lit. But I fuck with you. But that was crazy for that. Like, it was almost disrespect that you did that. But either way, I hope the tape is fire. I'm gonna listen to the shit. I gotta figure out the new aesthetics when it comes down to this new setup here. But yeah, when I do figure it out, we'll see if we can go ahead and play some of this album and without getting copyright striked and shit like that, because we do want to put this on YouTube as well as all the other platforms, Spotify and all of that good shit. But yeah, we got to make sure we ain't getting canceled out here. So when I find a safe way to do that, and I'll do my due diligence as we close out. Yeah, we're gonna see if we can listen to that and get my raw opinion on shit. Cause I do love me some R&B. Like, come on, y'all already know. And if y'all don't know, the Doja Room has its playlist. You can check your shits out from yours truly. No, this is the one right here. So, please tap into the playlist. We always got some dope vibes for y'all. Damn, these niggas clap Candy Rain. They shouldn't have did that. My homie probably got hit with the copyright strike, bro. This track was fire, but we're gonna have to take that out. But tap into the playlist. Because as you can see, I love my R&B. I love some good, you know what I'm saying? We got the Lucky Day, the Giveon, Chris Breezy, we got you know what I mean? My boy Burna Boy, we got, Tyler, her fine ass, come on, like, you know what I'm saying? We got some good vibes in there, some good bops. And then the official Doja Room playlist, which, we got to update. But yeah, look for that tonight. And yeah, just tune in with your boy. Get locked in with me on all fronts, and we gonna rock together. We gonna spectate this shit together, and we gonna continue to talk music, talk hip hop, and really break this shit down and have a home for this shit. So yeah, it's been yours truly. It's been an honor to be back and to serve y'all with my opinion on things, and for y'all to come through and listen and just spend this time to listen to me ramble. So yeah, tap in with your boy. Keep on you know what I'm saying, locking in with me on all fronts. I see y'all, the people who do and who fuck with me from the music to the playlist, all the way down to the other productions that we might put out. Also, shit, come on now. And I can't believe I forgot this. Yeah. Please tap into the content house. Tap into the content house. Subscribe. This is the new page. Don't hate. I'm just subscribing to the shit. But subscribe to the content house. Lock in. We got more shit coming. Your boy's been busy. I've been away, but your boy's been busy now. You know what I'm saying? So lock into the content house. See what we doing in that front. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of good shit going on. And I think y'all will fuck with it. So lock in with us there. SV Content House. We got more coming. We got season 2 coming right around the corner. So yeah, lock in with me on all fronts. I promise you won't be disappointed. You won't be disappointed. And watch this rise to the top. You know what I'm saying? You're going to want to be a part of it. So I know I've been trying to end this shit for a little minute now, probably almost 10 minutes, but it's always so hard to leave you niggas, and just, you know what I'm saying. But it'd be so much to talk about. It'd be so much to talk about, so much to break down. And honestly, I can sit here for hours and talk. But yeah, it's been great, and we're gonna see what tomorrow brings, and we're gonna talk about it. So this has been the Doja Room. This has been yours truly. Tap in with me, Dope Boy Diesel, and tap in with the Doja Room. Subscribe, lock in, like this shit, share this shit. If you on YouTube and you listening to this shit, you watching this shit, like, share, subscribe, and yeah, we're gonna keep on rocking. So this has been the Doja Room. It's been yours truly, once again. And y'all niggas be safe, you know what I mean? We out.